we need to focus on. Yesterday I done this topic and I was so disappointed based on the results, you know.
Us being here, having this conversation together, getting to a space that we need to get to as a nation, it will take a very time. It's not child's work. For me to sit and listen to Sunette, listen to Pierre, listen to Sisonke, and to Lebo, and hear the various voices and digest the message that comes from them, I feel pained. I feel their pain. But at the same time, I feel there's hope because we're talking about it. We put a plaster on a gunshot wound in this country.
Thanks. So like you say, we put a plaster, you know, like a plaster when maybe we got a scratch, you're not going to buy a plaster and apply it to your skin. You say like in this country, we avoid what happened during history. We avoid the struggle of apartheid. We avoid the pain of our ancestors went through. We are still bleeding. She said like that. And it's like I'm hurt because people they were sharing, so like they were experiencing how they feel. People were saying how they feel. They're experiencing how they feel. So it's been so beautiful to say that because of let's go.
That's what we did. And that needs to stop. We need to talk to each other and then come to a space of understanding.
Wow, that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful.
With the EFF.
Yes, I am with the EFF.
Explain
This guy is the EFF man. I like you, man.
that to me.
Well, I explained in a simple fashion that in this country we've got more than 70% of them that's living in utter poverty. And if you go into the townships and especially in the squatter camps and you see how our children are living, we're talking about kids. We're not talking about black, white, color. We're talking about... So when I look at economic freedom fighters, we are looking at changes this country.
Facts. That's the plan of Julius to do to change this country, to change exactly what's happening in this world. It's like when you go to Kasi, you see kids, especially we're going to see people are struggling in Kasi. When we're driving, passing by, me I stay in Kasi, I understand what he's talking about. It's a white man who joined EFF. It's so hard to find white people to join EFF, white Afrikaner men who join EFF. And so they say like, it's like, when you passed, you see kids living in poverty in this country. You see kids living in poverty in this country. The reason I joined EFF is focused on helping people than other politics. Other politics, they focus on themselves. Capitalism. This kind is focused on capitalism because of EFF's focus on socialism. Capitalism is when people richer will remain richer, poorer will remain poor. That is the capitalism. People who have money, they continue to run a business, they continue to benefit the benefits. And then people, socialism is focused on to government. You understand? So in that way, everyone is going to be equal.
Bring it into a social system where there will be no class. We take control and we can live in a society where everybody can be brought up to the same level. The thing of the Rainbow Nation that did not work, reconciliation can only work if we both reconcile. You cannot have Nelson Mandela giving forgiveness for a racist group of people that oppressed black people in the apartheid era and say, let us forgive them. They don't come forward and say, yes, we accept your forgiveness, let's reconcile with each other. They don't do that.
Wow, what a point. Is it like, how can you forgive someone who beats you? People abuse us during apartheid, abuse our sense of this world or this country. And then someone from the prison, more years in prison, is coming up to ask apology, and we don't see them meeting Nelson Mandela halfway. This is a statement. And then, like I mentioned about socialism, EFF focus on socialism. That means everything must belong to state. In that way, everyone is going to be equal. Those who own a big land, the land is going to be taken, and then people are going to get to claim the land. So like, I need the land. I need this. I want to run a business. I need this. I want to run a business. So the state is taking from there. You understand? The state is taking those buildings, then is building businesses. Maybe you want to run a farm. You go like, state, I want to run a farm. This is my plan. This is my plan. You explain the plan. They see it's going to work. They give you the what is this? They give you the land. Easy. So this is what EFF focus on. And like I said, man, this is so beautiful. To see a white person in EFF, especially Africana, because of this debate is just started. This debate is just started because we're going to experience those who say like, wow. We're going to experience those who say like, they don't want us to become one thing. Just like this thing is like, it's like they're against revolutionary change in this country.
We still have people in the audience here. The black people being more educated and can actually contest for a position. I had a comment say, yeah, let's kill them. Comments that makes people to be killed on farms also. Because when you undermine a black person in this country longer, they are going to kill you.
What a statement, even like these guys laughing. What a statement. He said a big message. This is a big message that makes me to think. You know, like someone say a message that makes you to think, or statement. It's a statement that makes things so like, when we underestimate these people for long, they want to kill you. He said that by himself. And you can see something of like, don't estimate people. I think it's a good message to say like, don't come here and not respect people. Respect everyone. But if you're coming here with a mindset of like, you know who you are and what those kind of mindset, these people, they're coming for you. If you say like that, and because of you estimate them, you never see them coming, you know.
I'm Myrtle Wetboy, and I'm from the South African Domestic Workers Union.
Wow, man, that's beautiful. I want to have a campaign coming up of, because of lots of domestic workers, man, are not presented well. You understand? Lots of domestic workers are not presented well. And the campaign I want to focus on is the labor laws, to educate people about the laws of this country, to educate people about their labor laws, because of I have two qualifications there. So I want to go outside and help people to understand their laws. And for those who want to consult, I will charge them. In South Africa, domestic workers, men, are not treated well when it comes to salaries, when it comes to their rights, when it comes to working hours. They don't get contract, which is against the law of this country. And I'm coming to fix that. I'm going to fix this as individual, a trooper who want to go to street and help. And I appreciate this matter. You can look this matter I'm talking about. I appreciate her. This department where like they help our domestic matters. We from a background, lots of black people, because of apartheid, we from the background of domestic workers. Domestic workers, that means our mothers, they're working for whites as a maid. They were cleaning, they were raising kids, they were doing everything. They're doing everything for a white lady. But then when you move to the white black men, they call them garden boys. My mother was a kitchen boy. My father was a garden boy. Those kind of situation. But like now, I love union of SA domestic workers because of they saw the problem that I'm seeing, and I believe like they are huge. They can't solve everyone problems they are seeing. That's why I decided to.
being.
Mm.
And I think we need to do that. Do you know the pain of domestic worker? Do you know what it is to be isolated in the backyard of employers? To sit there when the employer go out with their beautiful cars and I remain in the...
I can't relate, but I can tell, man, that isolation, you know. I don't understand what's talking about like that isolation, you know, like people that are going out with their kids and we are busy cleaning because of apartheid did us bad. You are there in the yard, people they enjoying their life, people that are going outside. You are just there trying to make a life. You understand? Malega man. Go figure like what time this side? You understand? And understand very, very well when you see what it's saying. The pain.
backyard. I was there in the apartheid years. But one man came out and he forgave. At time when I was in the struggle, I did not say I was a colored. I did not say Mandela is black. We were fighting for freedom.
Why this guy disturbed? Why you standing? Why you standing? Because of what he said. Because of what she said, it didn't sit you well. Then you are standing. We need to control our emotions, especially when focusing on these kind of topics. We need to control our emotions. This guy is standing. Why? Why are you standing?
And
Man, I need to capture this moment. I need to capture this what the lady said. It's so beautiful. I love it. She said like, wow. I would say wow, but she said like when Nelson Mandela come from jail, I didn't consider myself as colored. When he come, he says white and black. When he come from what is this you can call, when he come from when he's coming from jail, you know, when he come out, you say there's a black and white. And then when I come out, say I'm a black. And that's true. That's true. There's no this thing, but no, I can't like for me, there's no this thing of division. For example, how are you going to choose if like your father is a white man and your mom is a black? Because those people when they combine, they create a color. So which side you're going to choose? You're going to say like, oh me, I'm like this, oh me, I'm like this, oh you're going to say like this kind of stuff. You won't go say this kind of stuff. That's why like so important. When she says something like that, I was like, man, I need to capture this and do a video to people. Here's the information that need to be sent out there. This is the information that needs to be sent out there. This is like when I'm from the jail, I didn't consider myself as a colored or as a what, you know. For me, I love it. I love things like that. I love things like that, and I'll go backward with it and play it again because of it's the best. Listen.
do you know what it is to be isolated in the backyard of employers? To sit there when the employer go out with their beautiful cars and I remain in the backyard. I was there in the apartheid years.
This is a powerful message, man. This is a powerful message, man. She was there in the apartheid.
Yes. To sit there when the employer go out with their beautiful cars and I remain in the backyard. I was there in the apartheid years. But one man came out and he forgave.
Right?
And that time, when I was in the struggle, I did not say I was a colored. I did not say Mandela is black. We were fighting for freedom. That is what we were doing.
This guy loves to cause conflict. And when I react, I focus on this guy. This guy is the one that say like they're crazy, you know. But what do you say, man?
I did not classify myself as a colored. And when Comrade Mandela came out, he said there's black and there's white. And since that day, I walked that path. I am black.
Yes, wow, this is so beautiful. We need to come to a situation where like people they say they are Khoisan. There's nothing called Khoisan. There's nothing called Khoisan. Understand your history. And this thing is so hard to put a color to have a maybe his father is a Zulu and his mom is a white person. When they make a child becomes a color, so you put that child in a difficult decision, I will say that. So I love what this mom shared. So beautiful. So beautiful.
And I am proud of it. If we want to free ourselves, we must free ourselves from this color thing. Not going to become free because we are bitter.
We are oppressed.
Definitely, it goes with that mindset. So like me, I'm better. Like me, like those kind of issues. What you say like is make total sense. It come to that extent. So like me, I'm like this. Me, I'm like this, and then you start to believe you are better than others. That's what we happens, and that's what we experience in this country. You start to be like to say like you understand. This is so beautiful, man. I want to edit this one. So beautiful. I love powerful words. You know, I'm the man who believes in words because of words can build, can destroy. And the statement you mentioned, man, powerful. Oh my God! Let's go powerful. Let's go and make sure we enjoy this. So beautiful, man. I don't wanna.
Even in our working place, our employers don't recognize us. We raise the children.
So it's like the reason when I say I want to open this business of labor relations, we have a problem with domestic workers. They don't know their rights, and it's so painful. So it's very important to on I don't know how to say this. It's very painful. People don't understand their rights and being abused. They are working hours. People have been pushed, even they get burnout. So come on, guys. Come on.
You find that at the end, you dismiss, you are stealing, my pant is missing, my sugar is missing.
That time, where is the labor laws of this? So like based on this kind of issue, South Africa, we need the youth to fix this because of no one has come to solve these kind of problems. And the labor relations consult with MD is to go to spread the word of labor laws and maybe to work with other companies that deals with those labor laws, because this thing is unfair. We're living in a country where like the laws of this country, man, I don't know. And so that is what I'm saying. Like, it's a thing that makes me to think out of the box and go outside and listen this message, guys. Listen this message well. Listen this message very well.
And I am proud of it. If we want to free ourselves, we must free ourselves from this color.
Yes. I'm repeating most and most because of I wanted to enter to your mind.
Not going to become free because we are better.
We
Facts.
are oppressed even in our working place. Our employers.
No, like the reason I started my Botswana Labor Relation Consult is because of we have lots of people who don't know their labor laws rights. People have been abused. They're working more than their working hours. They've been paying less. This and where's procedures, which is unfair dismissal. Oh, but it's so beautiful. I'm willing to collect the whole information because of my company focus on the consult part. I hope like I'll write proposal to other businesses that works with, especially like labor laws rights, labor laws, you know. So yeah, that's beautiful. Listen this one. Listen this one very well. And as you can see, like that guy is so focused. This guy being so focused, and this one is the moment that you need to open your ears and listen to what white men say. The Afrikaner, the Boer, you are Boer. Listen very well. Yeah, I want you to.
The nation of unity. And then there's us, the Boers. We don't take part in this.
What do you mean part in this? What do you mean you don't take part in this? What do you mean like you don't take part in what? Part in becoming the one thing? Or part where? What are you saying exactly? You don't take the part in what?
And we're not going to. And we're not going to go away. And we the land. So
Yeah. Wait, I said, oh, look this guy. Look, this guy's laugh. He's laughing like forward. It's like, man, what are you saying? Okay, what are you saying exactly? It's like, what are you saying? I can see that this one, yeah, he's clapping his hands. I mean, it's like, what are you saying exactly?
Our employers don't recognize us. We raise the children. But if
No, like the reason I started my Botswana Labor Relation Consult is because of we have lots of people who don't know their labor laws rights. People have been abused. They're working more than their working hours. They've been paying less.
you are stealing, my pet is missing, my sugar is missing.
So that doesn't mean we doesn't see the people. Okay, if you go back in history, you would actually see that the Boers have negotiated with the tribal chiefs and
With who? Us, we don't know. Us, the only thing we know is about it. That's the thing that we know. Us, the only thing that we know that happened to our sisters. The only thing that nonsense. The only thing that we know that happened is apartheid. That's the only thing we know.
we have see them as equal, and we have give them peace. Okay. Now,
Now carry on. We can hear you.
if we want to share one country, we must first accept the realities.
Help me understand something. If we're gonna live in the same country,
The reality is, and you can see, this Madara is focused, man. This Madara is focused, and say like, I want to understand what are you saying. It's not, his focus. So like, I want to understand what are you saying exactly, because I want to understand. You want to understand, so like, what are you saying exactly?
but you don't want unity, how do we do it?
We never wanted unity.
No. I accept what you're saying.
Okay.
I accept that. That's what you said. What I'm saying is, then how do we live in one country?
Oh, that's very easy. Okay. We can live in this country if we have proper borders. So if the Boers have their land and the Tswanas have their land and the Zulus have their land, we do not want to mix. Leave Joburg for the cosmopolitans and all this type like
Sounds like a
But the problem is like, I used to say like, what you say like this, man, is like, it's like division. During apartheid, we have a division. Even like now, you want to us to experience a division. To say like, no, like they should have their own house, should have borders. This is what happened with Orania. If you can check Orania is dividing the country. And you can see the embrace there should be a borders. Zulu should have the land, Tswana should have the land, Bama should have the land. The question is only one. What about others? What about others? It's still like you think for yourself alone. You don't think for others. That's the problem about people who think for themselves only. You understand? Other people, he's thinking about himself alone. So like, how can I benefit? That's the thing about this kind of situation we're dealing with South Africa. People, they want to be different.
whatever.
Why did you give me 30 seconds?
Sit down.
Yes, only these two. This is intimidation. Tired of your black colonization.
Then leave.
Because we are being
Sit,
bullied.
please leave.
I'm not going because you say I'm going.
I don't care. Please leave. Please leave. Please leave.
First and foremost, we are human.
Wow, what happened like is, I don't know, what is that? I don't know, people, they feel excluded. I don't know about what happened exactly, but it was not good. I will say that it was not good at all. But wow, that's the only thing I'll say. Wow. Oh my God.
We are people. We happen to have color. And I think that is the one crucial thing we always forget. At the end of the day, we all bleed, we die, we get hungry, we hurt, we're in pain. And the issue really comes when we start comparing each other's pain, that my pain is worse than yours. And I think what's happened today, we've had some very heated discussions. We've had
Very heated, man. Very heated. You saw people leaving. Wow.
some people leaving. And I think that's perfect, because it means we are starting to be honest with ourselves as South Africans. So what's happening when people are not ready to
People are not ready to speak. They run away. When they are scared, they run away. When life is hard, they run away. It's hard to face the reality. It's hard to face the pain. That's what he's saying. Say like it or not. So, and like what I'm seeing here is beautiful. I say like what I'm seeing is beautiful because of I see people and us running away. But this is what we wanted to see. He said like this, he said like that, this is what we wanted to see, because of when people run away, it's clear like then they're in the process of heal, they're not ready to heal. Because of in South Africa, we have lots of racist, you know. So this is what he said, and it's so the message powerful. I don't wanna lie.
Deal with the reality and the truth. Is that like, you know, like there needs to be like a separate place for the Boers, the Tsoanas and all that. How do you feel about that?
What a question! What a beautiful question! So like, how do you feel? Was this video trending? Was this video trending? This girl is a white lady dating a black man. The father was so angry. The father was so angry. The father was so angry. So like, my daughter is dating a black person. The father was so angry, man. I don't wanna lie. He was so angry.
I cannot see that happen.
No, I'm saying if she wanted to.
No, then it's her choice. Then she go off life with her choices and she live with it. I don't see you as a lesser person. I only see you as a different person in my culture, and I love my own.
When you're looking at the South African coat of arms, it talks about
Diversity.
diverse people unite. It is.
It was even this law, the section 235, at least 225 or what? The one that does not comply with, I mean, the unity and something like that. Everyone is allowed to stay where you want to stay. Those kind of the rights, and based on how you see Oranje, it's like they don't comply with the laws. They don't do that because of their culture. They respect their culture, but we all respect our culture, man.
It's not a suggestion, it's a command. It's like diverse people unite. And I think we actually forget that this is what we're supposed to do as South Africans, that we're supposed, yes, the acknowledgement of our diversity is there, but we have to unite in our diversity.
What happens is conversations about race tend to attract those who have strong views, right? And so what happens is you are attracting people who feel a deep interest in the issue in a way that may not actually represent the norm. And I think in many ways, South Africans are going about their lives, living them, deeply divided, unequal, making friends, making enemies. But we are in the business of living to a large extent.
And you can see that this guy, the beg, just listen very carefully. You can see that this guy, listening very carefully. Because of the message the lady is saying is big, man. The message the lady is saying is big. I don't wanna lie, so powerful. Yeah, man, this debate must come back, man. Now, this debate must come back. I don't know why they hide these debates. It's my first time. Yesterday, I was like, oh, the other videos you can go to watch them. Rating on this, there's other one commenting on this, but this kind of topics they must come back. You know, they are so informative. They are so educational. You learn a lot, like what I did now. So I believe like they must come back. Definitely, they must come back because of they are so powerful. They are so powerful, and I'll be happy if like they will come back. I'll be definitely happy if those things come back. Where like people they speak, people they talk about the things we're experiencing in South Africa, because of it affects all of us. And at the end of the day, these whole issues they affect us, and we must take responsibility and accountability. You understand? So I wish like something like this can happen, where people come with their opinions, share their ideas, and share how can we move forward as a nation. Beautiful. Beautiful, I love it.
So I will say that the thing that has concerned me the most about the conversation today was the intimidation and the edge of violence. And it speaks to something that we didn't put on the agenda, but I think that we should, which is gender. Because the reality is there was a very masculine intimidation style that was going on here, a kind of bullying. And I think that often the ways in which aggressive racism plays themselves out far more amongst men in particular ways than amongst women. This is not to say that madams are not racist, but one of the things that we also have.
And I think like we need to understand the word racist. But for me now, I don't understand that word, and I see people talk about it. Yo, racist, racist. But I fail to understand it. I fail to understand it when someone like, you guys are racist, you guys are racist. What is a racist exactly? This is a question I've been wanted to know. And I want my people to know because of this other person watching this video and say like exactly what is racist exactly. Because of people like we want to understand because of now. To be honest, I fail to understand that, but I believe like now when I show you this explanation, maybe I'm going to be interested. And when I show this explanation, maybe we're going to define and what is racist. When someone say like you are racist, what they mean exactly. And this is a good example. I think we should watch it like now because of looks so interesting. Let's go and see when someone say like you are, they mean. You understand? So being racist, simple English, being racist means treating a race or where they come from. Wow, okay, that's a racist. You can be saying hurtful things about the group of people. Wow. Example, you don't belong here because of your skin of color. Racist. To tell someone that so like you don't belong here because of your skin of your color. Simple idea, racism, judging or hating people because of their race, not because of the person. Okay, you need to deal with someone, not about their race. If you want, I can explain for kids, give example to people who are watching here. So that we want to stop this thing that's happening in South Africa. We want to help people about this thing that's happening in my country. The country I love. So like, okay, here the example is English example telling someone you can't live here because of your skin color. Now to think my race is better than other race. Okay, wow. Name calling, using insult or joke about someone's race or skin color. Unequal treatment, giving job, houses, opportunities only to people of one race. That's why like why they say racist laws. Blaming erasing all people of this race are bad or dangerous, okay? Including people not letting someone to join the group of event because of race. Oh, okay, that's now what is definition of racist? Because of others they didn't know the definition of it. I think also educational, but we are moving forward. We are moving forward. You understand?
Have to recognize, and this is where I insist on holding myself accountable, is that there are black who treat their staff horribly.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah?
Facts. Facts. You're definitely right.
So while race is an important category and an important conversation, there are moments when we have to be honest enough to check ourselves and then to transcend a racial conversation or a bigger conversation that is about class. Okay, yeah?
Wow. Beautiful message, man.
The reality of South Africa is what happened in the studio. The colored community is also a minority. and even in the Cape, where they were the first people.
Like, no, like how? Because of the people who can't face the reality. We see what happened there. That guy is standing and say like, us, we don't want unity, which is I love him for honesty. He said like, us, we don't like unity. We don't want it. That guy stand up and he said things to that man, then he left. He's supposed to represent these people. Just a good time. I believe this thing was a national, if I'm not mistaken, was on TVs, everyone was watching it. And then the lady going to say like, colors group are not presented, not supported. Let's all colors people rise up. Let's all speak up. Let's all stand so that they can hear our voices. That's what's important. Let's stand. Let's stand, man, and face reality. You understand? Let's stand and face reality.
There. People still criticize us for it was about minority rights, and in the Cape, the Coloureds and the Malay people took part. We do not have a democracy, we have a majority rule. People are losing their identity, they are losing their cultures. He's asking if he'll be happy if his daughter marries a black guy. You know what? I know very many black men will not be happy if their daughters marry a white dude.
What the reason that will make them not to want? Like, if you can think, let's think out of the box and let's think out of the box and let's face reality. So like now we are thinking out of the box and we're facing reality. What makes you, or what will make them to come on? What will make them to believe that they don't want a white man to marry a black child? Let's able to understand.
Because we should retain our cultures. We should be proud of our traditions. I mean, I can't imagine some dude coming to my house and bringing me 6 cows for my daughter. You know?
No, it'll be 50.
Oh, 50 cows.
When we return, we get the final word from our audience.
So like now we get the final. How much is cow? How much? Oh man, like this guy mentioned like cow like that. How much is a cow? 50 cows. Dog, this is a big money. This is a big money. This is a big money. Cow. Is that it's going to be like, let's make it 50 cows. So I don't know how much cow is expensive is. This guy 50. Wow. That means I need to work so hard. I need to work so hard to just stand out. I can't even think of my.
And our panel, this is the big debate.
When Desmond Tutu said the white people must be glad they're not killed, why didn't anybody say anything? And why didn't anybody say that's racist? And say, how can Tutu say that? White people must be glad they're not killed.
Because it's true. Because it's true. It's true.
My question is based...
Yeah, because it's true. Because they were killing our ancestors, they were killing our mothers, they were killing. So it's a true thing. But they were killing our people. So it's a truth. It is a truth. They stole the land. And then when Nelson Mandela came out and said, like, I want peace, let's not fight each other. There's no need to get mad.
To Sune about the Red October. I actually don't understand why white people tend to be rhinos that you guys are in danger. You need to accept what you have done to the country and you need to sit down and allow us to heal. We have accepted what you guys did. Because what is the whole point of this Rainbow Nation? The guy said, this is their land. This is not your land, sir. You need to wake up from wherever you're dreaming and reality, face reality. Here's
the term is living when they talk about you want to wake up and face the to say like this is your land where we all understand what happened. We're living in a country where like we need to understand what happened during apartheid. Come on, this thing must change. We need to realize to say like we know what happened during apartheid and this kind of stuff. You know, we can't come here with people who are going to act like they don't know what happened during apartheid. No. You can't work like that. We need to acknowledge. It's very important to acknowledge what happened and so we can take responsibilities and accountability. You know, what a bad presentation. What a bad presentation, but you get my point, right?
Here's the thing for us going forward. We need to substitute intolerance with love. We are not a people. We are a nation of Indians. If we are a nation, we need to stop tolerating, but we really need to love each other.
It's interesting when I look at your country, which has only got about 11 tribes, while Kenya has about 45.
45 tribes! That was Kenya is big! That means Kenya is big. It's big. If they can have 45, wow, man, it's a different story. Tells a different story. Kenya is big, man.
And to be able to put a nation together is quite a mammoth job. And you must admit that 300 years is a long time to undo in 20 years. The question are we going to do? How are we going to implement a program that is going to unravel this over a period of time?
As the young people, we are colorblind.
Very good point. When I say something that makes sense, student, say something that like, you know, there's a Kabbalah course. There's a thing called Kabbalah code. So I hope like you won't come here and say things that makes a Kabbalah source. You know?
Blind to begin with. I have white friends, I had colored friends, I have Indian friends, I have friends from all spectrums. And when we get together, the most important thing is enjoying an experience of euphoria, enjoying an authentic experience of love, excitement, you know. We don't care if...
Yeah, definitely. Varsity, when you reach varsity, you meet different people, different cultures, different tribes. So I totally agree with what he's saying.
If you're black, if you're white, where you come from. What's important is what's in here. What can you give me to grow as an individual? At the same time, what can I give back to you? You understand? Now, the thing that is actually happening is quite saddening for a person like me because it feels like the older...
But the thing is, man, I get your point. To focus off individuals, but let's focus to what happened during apartheid. Because of without justice, it's going to have a lot of, you know, like, it's the same as a relationship, you know. If like you cheat on your girlfriend or your boyfriend, you cheat, and then your girlfriend see you or your boyfriend see you, you cheated, and you can see like you see me cheating or whatever. Then he remain quiet. Just imagine. Your boyfriend, your girlfriend see you cheating, then after that, he remain or she remain quiet. Don't talk about it. You know, you're going to do what? You're going to ask yourself questions. To say like, why this my boyfriend or my girlfriend is planning to do. The same as if we start to remain quiet, black people, while we experience injustice, while our land is being taken from our forefathers, and today we are struggling because of those kind of actions. When black people remain quiet, they don't talk about it, what happened, they remain quiet. Lots of why they're going to ask themselves, like, what they're planning to do, why they're so quiet, they don't talk about it. But to talk about it brings, that's the powerful of talking about it. But the moment you
apartheid, which is, I don't believe that the Rainbow Nation is dead. I believe it's limping. What's important is that as the nation, we need to come together and say, yes, fine, this is where we work together moving forward.
There are some people that are not simply willing to partake in the project of
These are DA youth, man. Let's go and give them a chance to speak.
creating this kind of country that we want. And as young people, which young people have spoken about here, we have to say, if those people are not willing to work towards building the kind of unity that we want in this country, then we must leave them behind. And we must not be apologetic about doing that. But I also want to make sure that when we leave this room, we don't take people that have been saying that they're speaking as somebody as a boer or whatever, and assume that they are speaking on behalf of all Afrikaans people in this country, because then it's going to take us backwards.
The also should say that she's a DA youth. I mean, this guy was looking at that lady. No, Bada, come on. Why look at that lady like that? Bada, come on. Yeah.
People will continue to be angry. People will continue to be intolerant for as long as there's these disparities economically. Socio-economic transformation first, and then questions of reconciliation, of peace will follow after justice. Thank you.
When we return, the final word from our panel.
This guy, to solve unsolved issues needs communication. Because if there's no communication, that's where problem starts. We need to solve things that happen in the past so we can have a better future.
And welcome back to the big debate on racism. Let's get the final word now from our panel.
When we talk about race,
Fact, that's my point. Fact. People, they talk like, oh, it never happened. They talk like it never happened. That's a problem.
and I think that it's very important for everyone to be a little bit self-reflexive and to self first. And especially as a white person, maybe with a tinge of humility at the same time, to think what actually happened in the past. If we don't get to that point of acknowledging what happened in the past and the wrongs in the past, there cannot really be true reconciliation.
Thank you.
Facts. Facts. That's what yes, madam, always talk about.
I'm not the philosophical one and not doing the nice speeches. I'm a realist. And the reality is that after 20 years, this country is in serious trouble. It's burning. And we do not have another 20 years to have nice philosophical discussions about who should be giving what and apologizing for what. We need to get on with it. And then the lady that started her sentence was saying, I'm a proud, strong Sotho woman. That's exactly what I wanted her to say. I didn't diss her culture. I said, that's your culture.
But normally this is how they do. Especially even Zulu. Say like, I'm proud Zulu, and they talk is Zulu, and which is so beautiful. But maybe I get a point. You know, I don't know what the point is, but like this is what is happening normally in African culture. You understand? I think I'm going to listen to a point so that I can able to understand.
Keep it and look after it, but allow us ours as well. Because if in this country I start a sentence by saying I'm a proud Afrikaner white woman, I'm in trouble.
Lebo, the struggles that we are dealing with in South Africa are not singular. They are global struggles. People of color, women have been systematically oppressed for centuries. The work that we're doing today to try to break this down is not just important work for our continent, but it's important work for the world. And
Facts. Speaking fact, this is beautiful fact. Wow. Facts.
This experience, South Africans are very passionate. We care about our country, and it's evidenced by the nature of the conversation today.
It feels like the subject matter needs something, almost like a moral figure. We don't have Mandela anymore. But someone of that caliber to stand up and say, actually, we're all part of one nation. And those who want to stay behind in the past, fine, we will leave them behind. But at some point,
they will catch up.
They will come